Okay, boys and girls, next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna pick your favorite 2 sketches, and that's what you're gonna be drawing on your good paper. Now, one of these drawings is gonna stay flat like this. The other one we are gonna be turning into a lantern. So you can see the template for the lantern around the large rectangular area. That's where you're gonna do your drawing. I'm giving you 2 lantern papers so you can decide at the end which one you want to turn into your lantern and which one you want to keep flat. The flat one, then we'll just cut it out along the edges. So make sure that your drawing goes the whole way out to the edge of this rectangle here. Okay, so no white space should be left inside the rectangle. I'm gonna start with this drawing up here. That's what I'm gonna put on my first one. And so I am gonna go back and also have the iPad that has that image on it. I'm gonna pull that up as well because I wanna make sure I add a ton more details on here. My advice to you is you're going to make mistakes. I know I am too. So just draw really lightly so that when you make a mistake, you can easily erase it off of the paper. You will not get extras of these templates, so you only get these 2. So if you make a big error on it, you're gonna have to figure it out. So really draw lightly so you can easily erase. And remember, add lots of details. All right, I finished both drawings on good paper. I added a ton of details. They look exactly how I want them for my final project. The next step is to take a thin Sharpie and outline every single pencil line. When you're finished outlining everything, you then want to make sure you erase all of those pencil lines. As I'm working on outlining my 2 images, I started thinking about how there are different ways that you can make different types of lines with a thin Sharpie. So you can make a bolder line if you hold the Sharpie like kind of straight up and down like this, and you use the very end of the marker piece on the paper. You can make a more bold line with that thin Sharpie. So like for the edges of this wave, right? I made a bolder line for that. But now these little lines in here, I want to make a slightly lighter outline for those. So I'm gonna, instead of holding it upright like this, I'm actually gonna hold the marker to the side, and you can make more of like a sketchy line. So look at the difference in those 2 lines. Same marker, just holding it 2 different ways, and you can add a little bit of line variety in your images. Okay, I'm officially done outlining and erasing all of my pencil lines on both of my images, so I'm ready to move on to watercolor pencils. Just make sure that you really do take the time to erase your pencil. Sometimes you can see it at the very end, and it really takes away from the final artwork. I know that you all know how to erase things, so really take the time to do that. Don't be lazy and skip that step because it will affect your grade.